For Blenkinsops, that all starts at about 1989. Initially, it was down in Higham Ferries at George Fenson Productions, but that building company got sold for housing. So then my father and Robin came up here and started Blenkinsops inside the Woodley factory. We can do many different types of products all in one facility. What makes us unique is that you go into most factories and you'd find they're just doing splits, or they're just doing automotive leather, or just doing veg shoulders or something like that, whereas we do a little bit of everything, which makes us very versatile. Shoe linings are going to be our absolute sort of main type of leather, probably our most specialised leather, sort of the lightweight veg kips that we do. It's not just used for shoe linings. I know lots of people use them in other products, but that kind of lightweight lining material, that'll be our absolute forte. But then the Nigerian goats, we do an awful lot of work with them, not just sort of our Ali waxy product, but we also do other finishes on the flesh, sort of bookbinder type finishes that are printed in tips, so you've got that nice, really antique-y, vintage type look. Those would probably be our two main specialities, which is a real big part of what you're going to get at the end. If you're doing bright colours, you need light, clean skins. If you're looking for just a heavyweight leather, you've got to sort for the thickness of the leather at the beginning of the process. Throughout the process, each operator is going to be looking at what they're doing, because with each pack of leather, even down to really each individual skin, they're all going to be slightly different and they're going to work slightly differently. So the operators on each process are going to be looking at what they're doing, looking at what's coming out of the machine and adjusting accordingly. Finally, right at the very end, everything is always trimmed and measured and rolled. And the man who does that also will be looking at what he's doing, and if he's seeing anything untoward, anything he doesn't like, it'll be pushed back to the production team. We'd buy in what's called crust leather, tanned crust leather, which is sort of, by and large for us, two places. It's either wet blue or it's dry veg crust. That crust material, the first thing we've got to do is get it wet, ready for the thicknessing processes. So we soak it. Once it's soaked, we have to get the moisture content correct, probably by sun setting or just leaving overnight. Once we've done that, then it's a split and shave operation to get our substance down to the right level, because there's no point in processing thick leather unnecessarily and then cutting it off at the end. A wash, neutralization, retan, dye and fat liquor, fixation process at the end, and it comes out the drum and it's horsed up overnight. From there it comes back up into the factory, we sun set again to remove excess moisture, and we dry. Predominantly we do that with the toggle dryers, with the little clips, and we pin it out. From the frames it would go down to the staking machine, which would soften it. We'd do a little bit of work on the flesh side with a bit of buffing or sanding to make that softer and smoother. From there it would go up to the spray machines. We'd spray a finish on it and a lacquer coat to fix the finish down and make it fast. And then a final print, like a nice fine hair cell or something like that, and to give a nice surface touch, and that's the leather finished.